the Discord.
Hey, you should give me perms so I can help with that.
Hello everybody! Welcome back to The Corner Club. Today we actually have a very special guest with us. We have the one, the only, RENGATE from Gate Studios. He is very well known for owning the Fire Simulator Coastal Heat games, Fire Simulator games, partially known from Backwoods. But yeah. But today we have some new guests with us. We have Cade. He is our Scottish enthusiast.
Representative, actually.
Representative, sorry.
Fire
also,
Simulator Coastal Heat games,
He's also a moderator in the chat, Cade2710. But yeah, so we're gonna be addressing some recent controversies regarding Paw Patrol, Live PD, cops, and then we're gonna get on to talking with RENGATE. So as we know right now, RENGATE is not at his own house, he's at a friend's. He was just actually at a supermarket, so we were thinking about doing it there and just talk about what he's going to buy. Like a 10 out of 10 description of where he is in this shopping market, either in the deli or whatever.
RENGATE. What we want to know is, what do you buy at the grocery store?
Yes, that is our number one question.
Do you get mangoes? Because I love mangoes. Oh.
Mangoes are really good.
Mangoes are the best.
What I believe, RENGATE is currently AFK, but I'm not completely sure.
I just said
I'm gonna be honest, I just ate a
AFK.
mango right now.
Yeah, he's
Okay,
AFK.
I can't argue with you guys. Mangoes are delicious.
I'm out of mangoes, I'm sad.
So responding to Complete Disaster 45 inside of the chat, he is actually Monster. He is to the right of me on the top. He's the red line. To the left of me, we have Cade there with the non-existent profile picture. Under Monster, we have Spy. Under me, we have Truxty. And then under Cade, we have RENGATE.
we will not question why there are people in the background of Spies. In the background from Spy.
Yeah, don't question the noise that's going on from Spy. His CO2 alarm at his house went off, so now he's debating
Carbon
either...
monoxide, not carbon dioxide.
Whatever, carbon monoxide.
Carbon monoxide.
I'm actually gonna turn off my fan to prevent background noise, so if y'all give me a moment, Kate, I'm depicting on you to advertise Scotland very well, just don't be loud.
If you hear any noises from me, it's probably me chewing on some ice.
If you hear noises from me,
One
they're silent.
second, I'm just gonna get some bagpipes for you. What, 1, 2, or 3, guys? Bagpipes, 1, 2, or 3.
Alright, thank you for
Okay,
sponsor an entire country.
Ah, yes. I did nothing. What a great sponsor.
So, we're going to be, at the time being, talking about some recent events that went on live TV. So, recently with the recent events going around with police, they've ended up shutting down Paw Patrol, a children's show that involves dogs that save the world. For the complete reason, yeah, with the complete reason that one of the dogs there are cops. And they also shut down...
I love that show.
Yeah, they shut down Live PD and the show Cops. In other words, Bad Boy is Bad Boys, what you gonna do? That one.
What are we gonna do? We haven't those to watch. The whole Joy thing is blown out of proportion.
Don't talk about that name. Don't even say the name, please.
The whole incident is blown out of proportion.
Yeah, but hey, what are you gonna do, huh?
I'm gonna complain.
Alright, so next up, we have a lot of people in our waiting room, so I'm actually debating moving them in for the time being, seeing what they have to say. It's not going to be directly to RENGATE, though, because, as we know right now, RENGATE is currently AFK.
Yeah, he is dead.
So, first off, we have Albert's here.
Well, 2 of them are deafened, so I don't think they're going to get moved.
Yeah, well, Albert's here is the only one that's unmuted.
Well, actually, I think what they're doing, they're probably just listening to the... Oh god, it's so hard not to swear. They're probably listening to the dumb live stream here, so that's probably why they're...
Alright, hello, Albert's here, and he's dead.
Oh yeah, immediately after you move him in,
he's ascended.
Yeah.
All right. So next up, we actually have one of our nitro boosters. Mike here. He server boosted the server as soon as he joined, like 2 seconds after.
What shows dedication?
Special boy.
Oh yeah, it's very special. Wait, does he get picked?
Oh, okay. So Bliss VR has joined.
I don't know that.
He's like one of my #1 fans or whatever. He comments in almost every single one of my videos.
I'm just gonna send you.
Alright, well, here's Lewis, one of the board of directors over here at Gate Studios, so he's here now.
Except for the fact he's deafened.
Yeah, he's deafened, but whatever. When he suddenly wakes up, then he'll have a little surprise to join back, too. That or he's probably just watching the stream, and there's a big delay in him not even knowing that he was moved.
You know 26 people are watching your broadcast?
God, yeah, I know that for a fact. So just again, I want to thank you guys all for coming out here. I'm very appreciative of you guys attending here.
Wow.
Okay, well, Albert is here. Albert's here, whatever. He's getting his mic ready. We're gonna move in Yunsko, a admin for Gate Studios.
I have a question for the viewers. Okay, when the pizza gets here, do you want to hear me talk to the pizza guy?
Yeah.
That would be interesting. Alright, Rengate
we already got our pizza.
Rengate has seemed to ascend from the depths of hell. He is unmuted now.
Yep. I can speak now.
Alright, so everybody welcome Rengate to the chat. So,
hello everyone.
yeah, claps in the chat.
God claps in my soundboard and play it, but you know what,
There's no one watching.
People are still adding me saying that it hasn't even started yet.
I actually do want to ask Rengate a question after this.
Tell them all to refresh, because they're dumb.
Yeah, you might want to refresh your page. One of y'all tell... Yeah, thank you, Monster. Alright, so...
I was tempting to say refresh the page, dum-dums.
The problem is that they're not stopping.
Lewis has ascended. Alright, well, so, I guess now we're just forcibly get on to the part where we say hi to Rengate.
Hi, Rengate.
So, I've gone through hell and back trying to get you into this podcast, which is actually just a short amount of DMs because you always respond to mine. Ooh, woo, thank you. So, starting off with questions.
Renegade, I have a question.
Okay, alright. Assuming that you have a question.
What did you buy at the grocery store?
I didn't buy anything. I was grocery shopping with my friend. So he bought everything. I didn't buy anything.
Well, then what did you get at the grocery? What was acquired at the grocery store?
He got chicken.
Pickles?
No, chicken.
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 I thought you just said pickles.
The chicken last night was the best chicken I've ever had.
Chicken is delicious.
Wait, what kind of chicken was it? Was it a roast chicken? Was it chicken breast? Chicken wings?
Like raw chicken breast.
Is that... Wait, can I ask you a question about your profile picture?
Yes or no.
What, is that Rescue 6 from Pyrosim? Because that's what it looks like to me.
Rescue 6?
Yeah, it's the one that History made, right? The remake?
No, History didn't make it. I made it. That's the model I made. He just took photos for me because he has access to the FIB3. And I do not.
I've got to say, Rescue 6 is an amazing group.
Does Rescue 6 go wee woo?
Yeah.
What now?
Does Rescue 6 go wee woo?
Rescue 6 goes wee.
I gotta say, it's honestly my favorite pack.
Yeah. So if you guys don't know...
I love the Avenger.
So, yeah, so...
Real quick, I do want to answer a question I see in chat. I do still work with 1998 KP. I'm still co-owner of Backwood, so I still have that power. They also apparently made me board of directors in Alpha 5, so I guess I have that job now.
Yeah,
but,
that was my question. I just didn't want to be embarrassed by asking you that.
Backwards is technically still not fine as is 1998 KPs. I'm not aiming to leave that. I like the guys that are over there. And honestly, wish a lot less good Gate Studios top 5.
Yeah, that was the question I was worried about asking because I didn't know how that was going to play out.
Yeah, neither did I. That's why I was asking Chief if someone had already asked that.
Yeah, so moving on to more like fire simulator questions. What really inspired you to end up making a fire roleplay game?
So there's a game out there on the now, Fire Simulation. Back in the day, it was a really cool fire simulator type game. It was really cool. And I'm trying to mute the live stream so that I don't keep hearing it. And now they're locking me out because I'm too loud, I guess.
Oh,
So
I'm more busy.
Fire Sim. Okay, well, I guess hello. And I guess they didn't like my podcast.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Anyways, made Fire Sim just because I had this stuff laying around. I was inspired by that game. Figured I could do myself, and just kind of one thing after another, and boom, Fire Sim rekindled.
May I ask a question about the tiller?
Yes, though I cannot promise things.
How long did it what took so long to get it in the game?
Well, mainly it didn't take so long to get in the game as it did. I just didn't want it in the game.
You didn't want trolls?
Very broken. They're very broken. They are just... What?
The issue I was thinking that was going to happen with the reducing the price to 50 Robux was all the trolls with the new trolls with the tiller.
Oh, yeah, that too. That's definitely that I'm still trying to think of a smart way to fix.
Renegade, I have a question.
Okay.
Alright, so what inspired you to make Gate Studios?
Gate Studios is really just Rentec rebrand. So I guess I'll start with Rentec. Rentec is just because I had a military tech sitting around that didn't have a use. So I made a company just to make it easier on. Gate Studios was kind of rebranded because Rentec was too how do you call it? It was too personalized. Gate Studio, even though it had part of my name, doesn't sound so much like a studio that is all about me. It sounds more like an opening, a way into something else. And that's kind of what Gate Studios is a way to get to other communities.
Right.
Other than what made me make Gate Studios, what kind of pushed me to make it was mostly when Kyle released Backwoods. It made it much easier to keep up with administration staff and all that kind of stuff by localizing it all in one group.
Sorry, I was just moving in some more Gate Studios admins. They're technically staff, so I'll have them here. So we have Blake and Lewis in here. They're both board of directors. We were gonna have...
Hello.
We were planning on having Hockey in here, but then Hockey stepped down from president, and then he was gonna be here, but then his audio quality was having problems, but we still got them.
Okay, Renegade, I have a controversial question for you.
Okay.
Will belong on pizza?
What belongs on pizza?
Does pineapple belong on pizza?
Oh boy.
I don't particularly like the idea of fruit on pizza, or even jalapenos, really. But I really don't mind. To each their own. Eat what you want to eat. You're gonna die from it anyways.
Of course.
Alrighty, so next up, what I was thinking that we were going to end up doing, I think that there's a lot of people waiting in the waiting room, so I was thinking that we move them in here and see what they have to say. That's just another admin. So,
I'm just gonna casually yell at people who ping Ren in general chat.
Yeah, please do not ping Rengate.
Pinging
before you
Rengate is bad.
If you guys are listening, 2 questions max. More than that
So
right
how
now.
about we just rephrase it? Don't ping anyone.
True.
Avoid
Alright.
pinging people.
Let Rengate speak.
I was just saying, anybody comes in here and asks me a question, 2 questions max. Also, Blake, I'm on a phone, so I can't exactly make the mic better.
Yeah, that's why he's somewhat cutting out. So here, let's start off with Albert's here, because I know that he had a question to ask earlier, or something like that. He was just getting his microphone set up. So Albert's here, speak away. Amazing.
Yes.
So lyrical, like that really hit.
So Albert's here. We're gonna be moving you out and then bringing you back after. Next up. Alright, so if you guys really want to speak, go join the waiting room that's under the Corner Club VC and under the Corner Club category. And just unmute yourself, and that's kind of going to resemble that you guys want to be up here. So
Okay,
next
Renegade,
up...
we got a question in chat. How did you meet Kyle?
Ooh, there's a good one.
It's actually a good question.
That was my
me and
question
Kyle really
again.
don't remember the exact way we met, but we met in a U.S. Navy group. We're pretty sure we met before that, but we're not 100% sure. But it was after that Navy group and after a CHP group that me and Kyle started becoming more friends at the time.
Alright. Oh, hey, Hockey's here now. Hey,
Oh,
Hockey.
Hey, get Hockey out of here.
Fun. Bye, Hockey. No, I'm keeping you. Alright, next up, we have Brian M. Hello. Alright. Hey, Hockey's here now.
Hello.
Hey, Hockey.
Yeah.
We've got great questions coming in, haven't we?
Alright, so, Brian, are you existent? We have Brian M.
Hockey, turn on push to talk.
Howdy.
Alright, so, you have 2 questions max for Rengate. Shoot him at him.
Alrighty, I mainly have a bigger question for like the newer engines that you've applied the newer audios to. Why haven't you decided to use a electronic Q2B instead of just removing it in general?
That's mainly due with I based most of my stuff off my local fire department, and my local fire department actually does not use Q2Bs. They actually use regular whales, and so that's kind of I base most of my stuff that I make, including helmet, vehicle design, stuff like that, off of the department where I live.
And my second question is, have you been working with Kyle lately with on Backwoods Law to figure out the new updates for the Marine Corps?
I haven't really been handling any dev updates besides KRMC. I probably will be doing some of the KSP stuff, mainly because I made the new vehicles for them. But other than that, I kind of stay out of most of their stuff. Now, I'm more than welcome to be part of it. I just, I'm so far removed from it that I don't really keep up to date with everything I should. So it's kind of hard for me to give input on everything.
Alrighty, well, thank you for letting me take a small amount of your time.
No problem. Thanks for joining.
Thank you for joining my podcast, and have a good night. Alright, next up...
Crap. Go back. She has Q2B sirens. Have you ever actually considered using any kind of Q sirens on your trucks, like a manual Q or that kind of thing?
May I ask why this? I also have a question for after that.
Okay. As far as manual cues go, Blake has been trying me forever. I refuse to do manual cues. I hate how they sound. They never sound good because you can never get the speed right. I may add back cues on certain engines. For instance, like all the older engines are going to keep your Q sirens because back then it mostly was Q sirens due to electronic sirens just not being really a thing. So of course older engines are still going to keep cues. As far as newer engines getting cues, it really will depend more on the engine itself and what its department used is that it's picked off of.
Hey,
I have a question about the modern helmet.
Okay, one at a time.
Is there a reason the modern helmet looks like a salad bowl?
Yeah, that was a question we had in BBFD all the time. Why the fuck has people got a salad?
Ask
Exactly.
Karen's. Karen's is the company that's based off of. I don't remember the model number, but it's what my local department uses. LAFD uses them, so it's just the ones I prefer how they look. I like the traditionals, okay, but to me they look a little outdated and much
I see
prefer
we
the style.
I see we definitely don't share similar thoughts on the helmets.
So,
In my opinion, I think the modern helmet looks like a crappy, cheap salad bowl for that wish.
So I can give a reason behind why it looks like that. So let's imagine you're a firefighter. You have the air pack on. Now, if you're trying to look up with a traditional helmet, the back of the helmet would hit the air pack, therefore meaning that you wouldn't be able to look diagonally up. So with the modern helmets, it's a shorter rear, and it also makes it so you can go through tighter spaces instead of having the big golden thingy flying throughout the top.
But
Also,
they don't look as
I would argue it's also to help with, I don't know if this is true or not, but a traditional helmet usually has a brim around it, and sometimes that brim is also folded up, meaning your helmet's basically going to hold water. So a modern helmet probably isn't going to hold any water.
Yankee with no burp.
I don't know if
Anyways.
Another perk for the modern helmet, you could just flip it over and use it as a salad bowl.
Exactly.
Really want to
Put some salad in it. Use it
If
for
you're
your-
hungry on scene, what the hell?
Yeah, just bring a little salad or bring in lunch on scene, just like when you're in rehab, just flip it over. Like,
I do have another question.
Okay, let's
This will be enough. Have you thought about adding European stuff to the game?
Yes, I have. However, the main problem I have is I have plenty of European fire engines, but not many good-looking European police or EMS vehicles. And so it's just been a case of I don't really want to add just one truck and take up a whole game pass for just one vehicle. I know the Lego Game Pass is still only one vehicle.
I was just about to comment on that.
There's planning to be more. I already have a Lego police car thanks to No Tolerance and Lewis, one that he made, but I just haven't had time to really finish it up and put it in game.
I will say Legos were my childhood too.
They absolutely were my childhood.
They're actually still a good part of my life.
I still have a couple laying around somewhere.
Someone asked in chat how you got into deving. RENGATE.
That's a really good question that I don't quite know the answer to. I kind of just got into deving back in 2014, I think it was 2016. I'd say 14. I think was about when I started. I started doing naval tech, believe it or not, U.S. naval tech. I was pretty good at it. I didn't really do much coding. I mostly did basic building and more or less just kind of combining things that already worked. And I didn't really get taken off on my developing skills until I joined up in a Navy by a user called the Dev Branch, who is also the owner of Police Sim NYC, if any of you have ever played that game. I joined up in his Navy, and as I rose to the ranks all the way to CNO, I kind of just learned to dev more, especially because I had to do more Navy stuff then. After that, it just kind of grew from there. I've done mostly military stuff throughout the years, but lately I've been doing more emergency services type things.
Alrighty, so we're gonna get back to involving the community. Next up we have Underboy66. Let's see what he has to say. Welcome, what do you have to ask?
Alright, well, first off, hello.
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 So, my two questions are, do you have something that you specifically like about firefighters, fire trucks, EMTs, and stuff like that that made you want to make Fire Sim?
Surprisingly, no. I mean, I do like firefighting. I do find it as an interest. I'm more of a police guy myself. That's always been a big interest of mine. Though lately, I have been getting a lot more interest in being a paramedic. However, haven't completely decided on what to do in my life yet. And for anyone asking, no, I'm not a firefighter. I don't have any firefighter training or experience. I just make a game. That's all I do.
Alright, first off, let me tell you, paramedic, it's so much fun. It takes time to work your way up there because you start as EMS, then go to EMT. You have to work your way through just like school. It's so much fun. It's definitely worth it. You get to see so many cool things.
When you say cool, that goes to an extent.
Yes, you can get PTSD from it because you see some messed up things.
Yeah.
I can comment because my dad was in EMT during college, and when I went to go tour the college that he went to, because I'm interested in going there, he could point out where he knew people had died.
Oh yeah, and I forget the name. Night Watch. It's a TV show. It's down in New Orleans. Um, and it's all about EMTs, police, fires, and the stuff that happens from 9 p.m. to 4 a.m. And if you want to know what you want to deal with, then you can go watch that because it has everything that you like. And then my second question was, the new EMS update that you added, the KRMC. What was the EMS? What were those trucks based off of? Like, was there a certain department or?
No. I didn't actually make the original livery. The ones you see on the current vehicles are my version of the original livery, or library, I guess it's technically pronounced. You can thank Jay Keywatts. I don't remember the names. Jake, who was originally in Fire Sim. He came up with the original one. I don't know what he made, what he based it off of. But I just remember I saw his original EMS or EMS provider truck, and I just kind of based my version of it off of that. But as far as I know, no, it's not based on anything specific.
All right, thank you for your time.
You're welcome. Thanks for joining.
You have a good day. Thank you for attending the Corner Club, and I'll be happy to see you next time. All right. We have 2 more people. Let's check if Albert's here is still existent, and if not, then we're gonna do Mike.
If I could just quickly interject a little question for RENGATE about Fire Sim again. Yeah, I'm so nice. Have you ever thought about implementing more realistic fire conditions to like the fire calls? I'm sounding like I'm kinda insulting it, but what I mean is like if you run into one of the buildings without, say, your mask on, you might start to die of the smoke. Have you ever thought about implementing something like that?
So there's definitely a whole bunch of stuff like that I've thought about implementing. The issue with implementing all that, and it's kind of the main reason I don't, is the game already has a bunch of performance issues. So I'm trying to keep the game as simple as possible, especially now that it's Xbox friendly and out on Xbox. I'm trying to keep the game as very simple to kind of make it easier for more, what do you call it? New players, However, I have been doing some thinking, and this is not official. This is not confirmed. This is just kind of in my head. I've been thinking about releasing a version of FSCH on the group, making it for group members only, and maybe trying to make it more realistic. But it's a thought. It's not anything I've put down on paper yet or anything.
So something similar to what BBFD was. Yeah, this kind of like a shift map like thing.
Right.
Alright, so Albert's here is not responding this entire time, but there are some questions from general chat coming from your board of directors, so let's read those.
Here, let me ask this one. Ren,
go for
what
it.
were you thinking when you hired Lewis and I as board of directors?
What I thought was, everyone left. I had nobody, and I guess I could have done worse than you too. So there you go. I mean, you two, you both came to me. You both were competent. You both helped out. Lewis made the Gate Studios bot, and you will eventually finish your admin at some point. I hope, because HD, as we all know, is starting to act up.
Tell Roblox to stop breaking things.
Yeah, well.
That's wonderful. I gotta say, your response to that was funny.
Ryan, would you like to be part of a podcast?
Bet guest star.
This is some people may know him. You may know him as
The asshole.
Okay, well, you know what did I tell you about what this podcast is about? Oh my God. Do I have to kick you out of your own dining room? No, but you know him as Hitman1835 is his username. He is never online. He never does anything. He's just my best friend.
Except for naming the streets.
Yes. Okay. All right. Yes. Well, we're going to as soon as the map update's released. We're going to be using your map with all the street names you made.
Can't wait for 69420 Road.
Can we get a road named that, please?
69420 Road.
If I boost the server enough, I'm hoping that he adds a name to the top of one of the stores called the Corner Club.
We might do that. It obviously has to be on the corner.
It would be a funny little Easter egg, though. For people that attended the stream, they would know the joke, but other people that didn't join, they wouldn't. So it only makes it better.
Yeah.
Okay, so did Lewis have a question, or was it just Blake that had questions?
JRK had a question. He asked, "What do you think of the ad?"
They suck.
You know, I'm kind of happy I got fired so that I couldn't be called sucky.
Well, I'm just kidding. My admins do a good enough job.
Enough.
You know, like I honestly like obviously they could always be better, but you know they do a good job. I'm proud of what they do. I'm glad they're sticking around. Just gotta bring down those bans, guys. We gotta stop banning people. Start doing temp bans. 2 days. You know.
Lewis does have a question for when you finish.
That's what I used to do. I used to do temporary bans, but then I forgot that ban logs were an existent thing. And then Fly 2 wasn't an exact rule. So...
something my good friend here just said. Yeah, stop banning people because I need money, and I need them to be in my game to spend money. So...
Alright.
There you go.
Another question that I saw in general, one of the admins asked, how come you don't feed them?
Well, you know what? I think I just answered it. They don't do a good enough job to get food.
I saw a question from Lewis in general. It was, why did you say Blake was competent?
He's competent enough, okay? Like, he made an ad. I can't even make an admin. I mean, yeah, he broke it every single time he tried to change anything. But, like, he still made it.
Okay.
I mean, granted, Lewis breaks the bot every time he tries to add something to it, so I guess you're both.
Oh.
Alright, well, next up we have Albert's here. Well, actually, no, let's do Mike. We've kind of just ignored that he was existent. So here's Mike. You there?
Mike, are you alive?
How you guys doing?
Great, thank you for coming on to the podcast.
Yeah, thank you.
Alright. Well, you take it from here. You, show your question.
But I get ignored every day. Well, I had one question about... Yeah, I'm here. Yeah. Well, thank you. First off, hello. How are y'all doing today? All doing alright?
Well...
Oh, I get what he's doing. You have the podcast, you had the podcast playing, bro, and you're responding to it.
Yeah, I saw that. I think Hockey was doing that, too.
There we go.
Let's say that's not us talking.
Yeah, okay. My fault. I had it playing on my YouTube. I forgot. Well, I had a question about Fremont. I know the game was just released today. So far, it's really good. I'm enjoying it. Having fun. Question about the next couple vehicles that'll be added in for FD, and most likely the ladder. Kind of suggestions have you had for maybe like the type of ladder that'll be added, like typical aerial or maybe like a tower or anything? Anything kind of like specific?
That's more of a Blake question. So we'll have to answer that.
I'm looking at different models. I have to find ones that actually have working ladders first, or like that actually have ladders that I can make work first, because a lot of them meshes just have completely meshed ladders, so
yeah.
We'll see what we can find, and then I'll probably add in as many as I can.
mean, if you ever need a suggestion, I can give you. My department IRL just got a new tiller ladder. We're running a new truck company, so if you ever need a suggestion, I got you.
As long as you don't end up like one of those kids in Fire Simulator or Coastal Heat, tiller drifting on the opposite side of the road, you're good.
See, I normally ride on a tower ladder. I don't really ride on a tiller, so this will be my first. But
I will say tillers are pretty fun. They can be hard to learn, but they're fun.
Yeah, wait until I got to drive. But hey, that's another year. My second question was for Backwoods. I never really thought that you would add an FD for Backwoods. I know you added EMS, but I never thought maybe if you ever thought about considering adding FD for it. Maybe doing some small fires in houses and stuff.
Again, I'm so far removed from that. I really don't know. Now I know Kyle has thought about making an FD. However, the issues he's having with making FDs, he doesn't want to take away from Fire Sim because it's kind of Fire Sim's thing. But I know the last I heard what he's planning to do is if he does add an FD, it is not going to be really a playable team, I guess you could call it. There's not going to be any kind of NPCs. There's not going to be any fires for them to put out. At least not in the beginning, because again, like I said, he doesn't want to pull away from Fire Sim, and that's kind of the only thing Fire Sim's got going for it is EMT and fire. Well, now that EMT's in Backwoods.
Well, my personal suggestion would be for that is probably just to add like a little brush truck or some sorts of like, kind of like Rescue 6. I feel like Rescue 6 would serve good on there just to go to like small little grass fires or something. So then it's not...
Only let fire do lift assist.
But please, no, I hate lift assist.
Yes.
Backwoods is already laggy enough, so...
You guys can't hear me casually destroying a pencil.
Alright, well, Mike, thank you for attending, and thank you for server boosting, actually. But...
You're welcome.
Yeah, have a good day. You're welcome back anytime for our next podcast.
Hey, Chief,
RENGATE,
the description for the Discord... The description for the Discord is invalid.
Oh. Post a new one in chat, please. Thank you for telling me. Alright, Lewis needs to get dragged in again because he keeps leaving for some reason. And next up we have Albert's here once again. Last chance, are you there?
Nope.
And he is a jackhammer. Welcome.
1 second.
Oh god.
It's always good to meet our favorite talking jackhammer.
Alright, I'm gonna turn his volume down for the sanity of the stream.
I thought Jackhammer was only talking on Wednesday.
Yeah, exactly. And you just heard Lewis.
This marinara sauce is delicious.
This is our podcast.
When I just finished up using the washroom, I recently had a bit of yeah, so my question is why the hell are they canceling Paw Patrol? It's literally just a German Shepherd riding on his fucking Playmobil car around the goddamn hood. So what the hell is that supposed to do with Baltimore and a person dying or whatever?
Alright, so the only reason Paw Patrol got shut down is because it involves police departments.
Didn't get a single bit of that.
Yeah, I understood what he was saying. He was basically complaining about, well, not complaining, more of talking about how it got shut down, but anything that's involving law enforcement that has a connection to TV or public social things, it's basically just getting taken down just to remove harassment.
Justice for Paw Patrol.
Taking everything out of their own police station and then
I have to really enjoy the show.
To the protesters.
Alright, well, Albert, we're gonna have to sadly remove you from, we're gonna have to remove you from the chat for being controversial. We enjoy your time here. And he's already gone. I turned down his volume.
I have a quick question for RENGATE.
Okay, let's hear it. Yes.
I'm just wondering, did you ever have plans for SCFR and Gate Studios to possibly reunite?
Nope. Sky County can go fuck themselves.
You heard it first. I hope. Okay.
That's well deserved.
Sky County is 100% forever blacklisted for stealing assets from BBFD.
I thought we resolved that, saying that they have proof of purchase. Was there other things that they stole that...
There is stuff that they were allowed to have that I gave Jake permission to use for Sky County. However, the proof of purchase thing that Doyle was trying to do was a proof of purchase of the original Fire Sim rekindled map. However, the scripts in his game are from the modern version of rekindled. And also from BBFD. There are some very BBFD specific scripts that I know are in the game that they did not have permission to use.
Essentially, they copied the entire shift map into a new map and changed around some things. Took
Pretty
all
much. That's about all.
Because they apparently couldn't be bothered to make their own.
Now, I don't want to start beef with Sky County because they've tried to push legal action against me before for using a simple ranking system in my last fire department, but yeah. So, with Sky County, they're Sky County. I'm not going to complain about them. Some of their staff are my friends, like Cade. He was the guy that was on here
I've got a question,
before.
Ren. Do you think Blake will ever finish his admin system?
No, honestly, I have no confidence in him. Continuing, I do want to say that I have nothing against Sky County. I only have stuff against Sky County FD. Because Sky County still belongs to 1998 KP. It's still his property. SCFD is just a rogue faction of it.
So you're fine with people being in Sky County, just not Sky County Fire Rescue?
Correct.
For playing the game. Alrighty. Not like I already wasn't blacklisted. I'm pretty sure I'm blacklisted from all of Sky County at this point.
I do want to answer a question I see in the YouTube chat here. From Jokes on You. I removed the coffee machine and the working stovetop because they stopped working because Roblox removed a core function that they needed in order to work, so they don't work anymore. Trying to see if I see any other questions in the chat.
There's
we're not going to answer that one.
Come back. No, there's someone already answered that.
How do I feel about live PD and cops getting canceled? I really hate it. As I stated in my server, I'm a big backer of the blue. And so the fact that they got canceled kind of sucks. I mean, I never watched them, so I guess I'm not really missing out. But still, it's a shame. It kind of sucks. Aurora, is your question directed at me or is it directed at someone else?
Someone asked in chat, will RENGATE ever make a position for photoshopping photos like car templates and shirts?
That's called GFX artist. Part of development.
Alrighty, so we're going to throw in maybe at least 2 more questions and then we're going to be ending this off.
I see one from your boy T-Dog. He says, I have a question. Will there be more map improvements?
I do plan on doing a map update. I don't know if you'd technically consider it an improvement. However, I am going to be expanding the map by about 4 times. I think it's about how much it adds. It probably only adds actually about 2.5 times the size of the current map. Currently, I'm having my devs kind of spruce it up, make it look a bit better, and then we'll do some beta testing to see how it looks, and then it'll hopefully be added in.
Will there be brush fires? Is a question.
Probably not. Maybe. Who knows? It's still city, so I don't know if there really will be any brush.
Do you plan to add more stations with the expansion?
I do. At least one. I don't think I'll add more than that, but I will probably add at least one.
Well, me and RENGATE have been talking. And
Can you stay out of my podcast? Okay.
Should be one.
Alright, well, so besides that, we're gonna be ending this off here. So if anybody has any issues with you guys being inside of like a video, because this is all gonna be mashed up into like one video after this by my editor, making it look all fancy and stuff. If you watch episode 2, that's our best video yet.
Local, you have 2 people in the waiting room.
Yeah, I know, but we're ending it off, so we can't really do that.
Alright.
But,
I don't mind answering. I don't mind answering formal questions. It doesn't bother me at all.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, let's do it.
I'm still waiting on them to finish food, so.
I think simply OCFA, which I believe is my old developer for one of my departments. Let's move him up. How are you doing, OCFA? Welcome to the Corner Club. Amazing words. So sadly, we're not going to be able to do any interviews of people that are muted because it's just simply incapable of us to end up actually doing that. But, we have 3 DMs.
You can't talk to people who don't talk.
Okay, so here, so this isn't really a question, but I actually have to tell him myself. Hey, so Aiden, it's suggested that you go do a ban log instead of coming into my podcast asking RENGATE himself to unban you from his game. I kind of see that as unnecessary and that you should really read the rules before you end up coming in here and doing something like that. I don't want to mini-mod or anything, but ban logs are a thing.
I do see another question in the YouTube chat. Yes, there is an application for that. If you just go into the documents channel in Gate Studios, you'll find the developer application. Just put your position that you want as GFX artist.
Alright. So besides that, everybody that was chosen to be within the VC has been chosen to go in. And if they had their mic muted, then I couldn't move them in. I'm sorry. But besides that, we're all done here. So I want to thank RENGATE, Lewis, and Blake again for coming down. And all of his admins that also stuck around, such as Tuffy. He's been here throughout this entire thing. But yes, thank you. If you guys want to come back anytime, you guys are welcome. You guys are able to leave after this, whatever you want to do. But besides that... Huh?
Here's hoping I'll be home for the next one.
Alrighty. We could probably do like a skit or something later, though, but... Yeah, to make up for it, RENGATE, here he is himself, from Fire Simulator, Gate Studios, whatever you want to call it. I will be linking his group in the description for our next video, because I can't do it right now, because then I'd be showing the entirety of the Gate Studios chat. And there might be some stuff in there that I can't see, because I know that they were having a political debate earlier, but yeah, so thank you for attending the stream. I hope everybody enjoyed, and be sure to check out the video and you might see yourself there. Goodbye.